Good morning and welcome to St Andrews. What have we just read with Alison, with Malcolm and with, where is it?
Well, what did we read? We read from, was it Chronicles again? Yeah, Chronicles.
I love this story.
Yeah, and continuing about Jehoshaphat,
who was a good king.
Who was, following the ways of the Lord. And then he starts to make an alliance with Ahab.
Who's a bad chap.
From Israel, the two parts, Israel and Judah.
They're separated, but Jehoshaphat is good, and he's a very it's a bad move, him coming into an alliance.
He gets this alliance, doesn't he, through marriage, and and then Ahab says, let's go up and fight Ramoth Gilead and try and take it. All the prophets are saying yes, do it, but then of course,
And I love it. First of all, Jehoshaphat says, do you have a prophet of the Lord? Because these are prophets of the other gods that Ahab is following. And I love Ahab's reply, and it's so Ahabish. He says, yes, I have, but I don't listen to him because he always says things I don't like. So I'm not
says horrible things about me.
So anyway, Jehoshaphat said, well, we've got to hear him. So up comes Micaiah, and Micaiah says, yes, of course, King Ahab, go up and you'll be wonderfully victorious.
Sort of being pushed into saying the right thing.
Well, he's being ironic, and everybody
Is he
knows
being ironic?
Absolutely, everybody knows it. And then Ahab says, how many times, Jehoshaphat and Micaiah, have I told you to tell me the truth? Ahab says that.
Ahab says that too.
And then, of course, Micaiah comes up with the truth and says it will be devastating.
Disastrous.
Disastrous if you do this. Absolutely disastrous. And as a result, of course, then, and he says, and Ahab says, what about the other prophets? And Micaiah says they're all lying. And of course, that's where the other chap comes in and hits him.
I didn't get that bit. Then Zedekiah, son of Chenaanah, came up to Micaiah and slapped him on the cheek. So is Zedekiah one of these other prophets?
He's one of the other prophets.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's not the Zedekiah that we know in the Bible. No. And slapped him on the cheek, said, which way did the Spirit of the Lord pass from me to speak to you?
Yes. And poor Micaiah gets put in prison.
On reduced rations.
Yes.
Not good.
Because he's spoken the truth. And,
Ooh.
So, we need our Micaiahs today, I suspect.
We have them, don't we? But,
Romans chapter 1, or equally a very powerful passage. First of all, about how the fact that the truth of God is actually known if we only open our eyes when we look at creation.
Yeah, I think that's lovely, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
From what can be known about God is plain to them. Ever since the creation of the world, his eternal power and divine nature, invisible where they are, have been understood and seen through the things he has made. That's really lovely.
This talks about sort of general revelation, the fact that if we open our eyes, actually only God can open our eyes, so we can see it, but if we open our eyes, then we will see. But then this whole thing is that the problem is that we've turned our eyes, we've become blind to God, blind to the things of God, and as a result, we've started to look in and we've started to do stuff. This isn't just talking about sexuality, this is also talking about just so many other things that we do that end up destroying ourselves.
And plus we deceive ourselves. We're claiming to be wise, but we are actually fools.
Yeah.
Making images, which we do with everything really, don't we?
But this last line, filled with it says, are filled with every kind of wickedness, evil, covetousness, malice, full of envy, murder, strife, deceit, craftiness, gossip, slanderers, God-haters, insolent. And we'll see tomorrow, it gets really quite fascinating how Paul lists all these things, and you can imagine some sort of self-righteous people saying, you tell them. And right at the beginning of Romans chapter 2, Paul, we'll see this tomorrow, Paul turns it round and points the finger straight at them, at us, and we'll see how he does that tomorrow. It's very, very clever. So, watch it when you stand in condemnation over others. and really we need to look to ourselves.
And not acknowledging God. Acknowledge God. See what He's done.
Bless you. Have a wonderful day, and hope to see you tomorrow.
Have a lovely day. Enjoy the sunshine.